edition of Phil Day, and today you'll be guided by me, Alexia, from RFM and Student Music Network. So this is the first stage. This is the BBC Radio 6 stage. Now we're going to the West stage where Mafro is playing. So, hello everyone, this is Alexia from RFM and Student Music Network, and we're here with Mafro, who is a Grammy-nominated house DJ and producer.
Yeah, sick. I'll take that.
How are you? How have you been since Phil Day?
Really good, really good. That was like a kind of special gig for me. Biggest stage I've been on kind of since I've been doing this project, and to kind of have the hometown gig, you know, it was like 15 minutes from my house. It was pretty special. So still on a bit of a high from that.
Have you ever been to the festival before?
Yeah, I have as a fan, which is quite like there's a few things that I'm like getting booked for now that I've been to just as a punter. So it's quite cool to like, yeah, see it from the other side.
What was your favorite thing about it?
You get looked after quite well at that festival, and it's just very pro. Yeah, it was just incredible. Sound was amazing. They always have a really great lineup. I just stayed at the main stage for basically the whole day and got to see like a bunch of my favorite artists.
Who are like some of your favorite acts?
Bonobo and John Hopkins are kind of like massive influence. Like, it's not immediately obvious in my music, but that, you know, I do listen to them quite a bit. And like when I was kind of starting the project, I was listening to them a lot. So kind of getting to see them and be on the same stage as them was amazing.
Speaking of your performance, I saw some DJs that weren't necessarily playing like their songs. Like they were DJing, but they weren't playing their songs just because they didn't fit in kind of like the vibe of the festival. How do you decide what your set list is like?
Yeah. Well, because I'm doing like a kind of live thing. So I'm fortunate in that I could kind of play all of my own music. And that was one of the decisions early on, was that we kind of concentrate on the live thing so that every time I go out, I'm kind of putting out my own stuff. Because if you kind of make, yeah, like down tempo-ish music, like mine's quite up tempo, but like not all of it would work in a DJ set, especially at a festival where people are kind of like expecting like some really high energy stuff. Like the kind of music that you listen to on Spotify wouldn't necessarily work. Try and make sure I could make my kind of home listening music work, you know, in a club where people are kind of going crazy.
And do you have any favorite songs to perform?
Probably the last song, which is called Love Me. That's actually the next single, which is out. The song's out. But if you're listening, please go and stream it, save it, all of that. But yeah, that's one I'm really into. It's kind of like a two-step thing. It's just got like a bunch of like kind of, yeah, it's kind of got a bit of everything that I'm into in that one song. So, and that's really fun to play live as well and finish the set with.
So what can fans expect next from you?
I think they can expect some more emotive, up-tempo dance music. I've got a new EP that's kind of going to be rolled out between now and Feb. So you're going to see what I've been working on. It's quite song-based at the moment. So fingers crossed people like it. And yeah, hopefully there'll be more of the same and the project will grow.
Right now we've visited the BBC 6 music stage where we've seen Ella Knight. Then we also saw Mafro at the West stage. We're now trying to get to the East stage to see Hagop, who we're having an interview with later. The L'Oreal Paris stage is also where Art School Girlfriend is going to play later, which I'm really excited about because we just interviewed her for Student Music Network like 2 weeks ago. And it's exciting to actually finally see her perform. A little bit of interference here, but we found both stages. And this is the L'Oreal stage. This is where BBSAC is playing right now. So that's the East stage where Anderson is gonna play, and where is playing right now. Hello everyone. Thanks Hagop for joining us today after Field Day. This is Lexi from Student Music Network and RFM. How have you been since Field Day?
Good. Came back to America. Had a great time at Field Day. Despite only having 1 hour sleep, it was good.
Yeah, that must have been pretty hard. Did you have like a show the other day?
Yeah, I had a show the night before at Green Man Festival, and then I had to be at Field Day around 11 o'clock. So I basically had to sleep like an hour. But it's surprisingly okay. I forgot that I was tired because I was having such a good time.
What would you say was like your favorite moment, or did you get to catch up other artists after your set?
Do you know Fever Ray? Probably my favorite moment was my dressing room was across from theirs. I'm a fan of theirs. I think they're really great. And they were warming up before their show, just singing in a porta cabin, singing in a cabin. And I was just standing outside, and it was exactly the same as the record. I couldn't believe it. Like their voices are incredible.
Yeah, that sounds incredible. But again, it's not surprising. It's just nice to hear because most of these musicians are like super talented, including you. Also reading about your life story, the fact that you played at Top of the Pops when you were younger was crazy to
Oh
me.
yeah. Yeah.
So, do you have any memories from that?
I guess just in general, like when we were kids, when we were younger, we when we started out, we were just playing and going crazy in a room, just kind of like just let off steam, and like Top of the Pops there's like stage invasion. All the crowd went on the stage during the we played live as well on Top of the Pops.
It was actually one of my questions because you used to be a tour manager and you were a guitarist, so you're kind of used to being on road. But how has that kind of helped you or influenced the way you perform today or feel about performing?
I mean, I still get nervous to do it. I think I just also like really excited by just doing stuff in a live environment, like whether it's DJing. I like the element of it could all go wrong, and also being able to change things due to what's going on around, and it's incredibly fun. I think these days, back then I wasn't playing for so long, wasn't like a DJ set is hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So these are longer things, but I also spent plenty of time like working with people, watching them DJ. I've had a lot of exposure to that kind of world.
What has been your favorite thing so far while performing or touring?
Seeing people respond to the music and people kind of knowing the music is really amazing. I don't know, like at Green Man, for example, the second DJ deck died before my set was finishing. So I was only left with one CDJ. Despite that, the crowd was so cool. And we just kind of kept the vibe going for like another couple tracks. And then I played one of my tracks at the end, and then it kind of went pretty crazy. It was really just an incredible moment to be in it all together.
I was actually kind of interested in that as well because your music fuses a lot of Armenian sounds and a lot of texture. So how have you noticed anything different and how your audience reacts to your music?
Well, I think there's one track that I have called Right to Right. And so when I play that one, they seem to respond to that one quite a lot. But also, just in general, like playing DJ set and then just seeing the place change, whatever, seeing the vibe and seeing how people respond to anything, not just my music, but any music is incredible. Just what's such a wicked thing to be part of. It's amazing.
I've enjoyed so far. I've seen Ella Knight, I've seen Mafro, I saw Julia Test. Hi, this is Alexia from RFM and Student Music Network, and we're here at Field Day with Julia Tess.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm feeling great and I'm happy, surrounded by friends. I've been living in London for like the past 7 years. So I must say it's the 5th year that I come to this festival. So I'm really glad and humbled to play here.
How did you decide on the lineup of songs that you're gonna play for the festival?
Interesting question. Like, I normally, the way I actually prepare is more like my set is 50% preparation and 50% feelings and what I'm receiving from the crowd and the mood that I'm into.
And where are some of your favorite acts so far?
So far, definitely Ask Your Girlfriend, Big Up Polly. Honestly, amazing set, amazing new album. It's not biased, my answer. Polly smashed it, that's it.
And lastly, where can people check out your music?
Oh, definitely on all the mainstream platforms like Spotify, Bandcamp. Big advocate for Bandcamp. You can find me on the Julia Tess. Tess is always like the hardest bit of my name. It's more about, it has more to do with my pronunciation of it.
Italians.
Exactly. It's,
And
yeah.
do you think you're gonna come back to Philippines? Do you like it?
If I like the festival, yeah, absolutely. I mean, man, come on. Big up for having me. Big up for the interview. Big shout out to Rare FM for having me for this interview, which is amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Listen to Julia Tess. We just interviewed Julia Tess. Let's go. And let's go. Wildfire.
Everything BBC does in terms of music and stuff is all been stored on this app. So BBC Sounds, anything that's been played on one of the BBC stations, you can listen back to it on BBC Sounds. And this here is not just to promote it, but it's also just to enhance the experience. It's a nice sensory experience. I don't want to give too much away before you go in.
Yeah, well, that sounds very interesting. I'm about to check it out.
It's going to get even more interesting when you go inside.
Okay, let's see.
Dedicated dance stream.
BBC Sounds, music, radio, podcasts.
Bad Boy Slam. So we are here with an elf.
Festival elf.
A festival elf, that's true. What do you think about the event so far?
The event is cool. We went to see, who did we go to see? Mount Kimby or Kimbo? Yeah, that was cool.
And out of all costumes that you could have chosen today, why did you choose to be an elf?
I'm a festival elf because I think elves are sexy and I want to be associated with sexy creatures. And
who are you most excited to see?
who am I most excited to see? My friends.
Great answer.
Yeah.
So it's getting pretty packed. We went to the BBC Radio 6 sound stage. Then we're going to the L'Oreal Paris stage where we're going to see Our School Girlfriend, which I'm very excited about. So
trying to help them fundraise to continue doing the amazing projects.
And what do you think about the festival allowing you to promote the cause?
For me, it shows that MSF is a community organization with great partnerships with organizers of this festival, and also the people who are coming here, because they're so friendly, they're so nice, and they're warming up to our work around the world. So it's a great place to be.
Okay, we got a drip, we got a MSF sticker. We're supporting doctors across frontiers, and we also got the Aphex Twin drip. And the amount of Aphex Twin merch that I've seen people wearing, from bucket hats, people are sporting tattoos, it's insane. What do you think about Phil Day?
It's amazing.
Are you excited for Aphex Twin?
Yeah, a lot.
The queue for the Aphex Twin merch is surprisingly small. It used to be way bigger. I don't know if it's because they ran out or anything, but yeah, it used to be way bigger. So that was a quick rundown of the merch. And now we're heading to the main stage, which is the West stage, to see Susie. We also just listened to Susie at the East stage, the main stage. Now we're waiting for Student Archives, which I'm really excited for. Susie's known for her Asian influences in her music. I can definitely tell that. She's from Melbourne, Australia. Student Archives is here.
We've been touring all year for you. And now we're back. Are you ready to turn the... I like to sound check with you guys because it matters what you guys are hearing.
We've just seen Student Archives, as you can tell, people really liked it.
So far, I think it's really amazing.
How do you think about Student Archives?
Oh, Student Archives. It's the first time that I've heard of them, but so far it's been really amazing. It's just like what we were saying, it's just like right up my street. This is the kind of like a mix-up between hip-hop as well as classical and even electronica. It's just amazing. It's just it's really well varied, and I thought it was really good.
Who else have you seen today that you liked?
What was the
Desire.
Desire.
This is Desire, and this is the duo's debut. They haven't done any festivals yet. Now we're going to the main stage. Fever Ray is playing, so we're really excited about that. Let's see them.
Frankie.
So what do you think of the festival so far?
It's good fun, the sun's out, you know, here with our pals, the music's popping off. It's very good. It's a shame that the drinks are quite expensive, but what can you do, eh? We got free Coke. Yeah, we got free Diet Coke.
We actually just got here, so we haven't...
Yeah, no, we've not got a well-rounded opinion yet.
But no, we're happy to be here.
We saw a little bit of Jada G, and now we're gonna go and see Arca and Aphex Twin, I think. Yeah. It was his birthday yesterday. Yeah. 1 year older.
The crowd is pretty big right now. We're waiting for our call. So Arca is done, and now we're left with Aphex Twin, which is very exciting. This is what everyone's been waiting for. This is what everyone is waiting for. He's already out there, but that's as much as you can see with my camera. So we gotta wait.
Just kind of waiting for the show to start. We got 20 more minutes left. Very excited. Yeah, it's gonna be a great show. The concert is over. Thank you for tuning in to Student Music Network and listen to our FM. This is Lexi, and this was Still Day, 16th edition, 2023. Thank you for tuning in.